If Christ has not been raised, our preaching is useless, so is your faith. These are the words of the Apostle Paul. By these words, he is implying that if the resurrection of Jesus Christ is not a fact, then the whole truth of the Christian faith falls to the ground. But if it is indeed true, then this is one of the most significant events in the history of mankind. Dr. Gary Habermas, one of the world's leading experts in the evidence for the resurrection, challenges us to consider the truth and the evidence on the basis of 1 Corinthians 15. Paul records these accounts just 25 years after the crucifixions of Jesus Christ, that is AD 50 plus. And this actually prevents any legend. The time that it is recorded is between the event and the time in which it is recorded is so brief that it prevents any legends from entering into the very account itself. And in fact, today we believe in accounts, eyewitness accounts, that is even far more wider and greater in terms of its time frame than the one that we have. Think of the Apostle Paul's testimony and its reliability. Two things are to be noted. One is the fact that Paul was converted to Christianity within 1 or 2 years after the crucifixion of Jesus Christ himself. Now, when you think of the time span between the event and the time in which it was written, it is significant, especially when you consider it in light of historical writing. Secondly, it is also important to note that it is Paul who is not only reporting about other people's eyewitness accounts, but here in this context, it is he himself who is also a witness of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And then furthermore, it is also important to note that here was a man who was formerly a critic and a skeptic of the gospel, but now he is someone who is persuaded and convinced about the truth of the Christian faith when it comes to the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Also consider the witnesses of the disciples who were transformed to the extent that they were willing to lay down their lives. Men may be willing to die for what they believe to be true, even if that were to be false, but nobody would be willing to die for what they know to be false.